Hi guys, welcome to my English channel. Today I'm doing a tutorial on how to contour and highlight your face. I love contouring and I love highlighting. It just makes my face look glamorous. Really, I love it. You guys know I love it. So today I'll be showing you all the steps. It's very easy, and before we go, I want to teach you a Portuguese word. Since we're talking about highlighter and all that stuff, I'm going to teach you how to say highlighter in Portuguese. So in Portuguese you say iluminador. Repeat with me, iluminador. Really hope you like the video, and let's get started. Alright, so let's begin this. And first I'm going to explain to you guys, because I know a lot of people still don't know what is contour and what is highlight. Contouring, I do it all the time, you guys know. I love it because it defines your face. And contouring is when you use a darker product, a shade or two darker than your skin tone. And what it is it's gonna give definition and depth to your face. Okay, so if you want, let's say an example, I always say that if you want to hide it or make it thinner, you contour, and if you want to emphasize it and have it stand out, you highlight. So usually people contour, under your cheekbones, the chin, the nose. If you have a big nose, a bigger nose, you contour to make it thinner. Same thing with your cheeks, your chin, and forehead. And usually you highlight here on your cheekbones, on top of your lips to make it look fuller. And whatever you highlight, it's gonna make it stand out and look beautiful. So for contour, I like to use a bigger brush like this. This is a tapered brush that has a pointy top, or a smaller brush. This is actually a small contour brush that's more dense. For beginners, I recommend a bigger brush because you apply it and it also blends at the same time when you use a bigger brush. But with this brush for beginners, sometimes, if you apply it with a small brush like this, it gets really harsh, like you get a harsh line there, it's not natural. This small one is the F05 from Sigma, and the big one is F25 from Sigma. So a product to contour. Usually, a lot of people like using a bronzer. I'm loving this one from the Naked Flushed palette from Urban Decay because it's a bronzer that does not have shimmer, and that's very important when you contour. Use a product that doesn't have shimmer because it's gonna give you a nicer effect. My advice to you, is just make it natural, because on camera and video, it's gonna be, it's gonna have that effect, make it thinner or, a nice highlight, but in person, it's not supposed to, be noticeable. So I do use this, and there's a blush from MAC too that I love, Harmony from MAC. It is a little bit darker and it has more of a rose tone than this bronzer. Bronzers, they're more orangey, but there are products out there that, have more of a rosy tone. It depends on your skin tone. So, but it is important that it is 2 or 3 shades darker than your skin tone, okay? What I've done already is I applied primer, foundation, and powder. And then the next step, this is what I do, okay? And the next step will be the contouring. After contour, I like to conceal and then blush and then highlight. So I have bronzer here on top of my brush. And where to apply it? It's right under your cheekbone. So what I like to do is like a fish face, like this. So it shows me exactly where I should apply it. So you apply it, see it's a little harsh now, and then you start blending. Never blend it down. Leave all this area here without contouring, okay? Just blend it up. A lot of people like to contour the forehead. I don't think I have a big forehead, so I won't. But when you contour your forehead, I'm gonna take the product out of the brush. You contour really close to your hairline, like right here, and then both sides. And blend it, okay? So it would be the contour like right here. I will contour my chin because I have a big chin. So I contour like the tip of it and blend it to the sides. I've done contour, highlight, and everything on this side. See the difference? Oh, I have the contour here, but now we're gonna contour the nose. And what I like to use to contour the nose is a small blending brush. I've tried many brushes to contour the nose, and this is what works better for me, okay? This is the E40 from Sigma. I'm gonna take the same product, the bronzer without shimmer, and I'm gonna start contouring the nose. What bothers me about my nose is because it's wider, okay? So I contour the sides of it and highlight the middle of it. If you have a longer nose, you're gonna contour the tip of your nose and highlight the sides, okay? So, contouring the sides first. From the beginning of my brow until the tip of my nose. And it's always harsh when you do it, and then the secret is blending it after to make it natural. Why do plastic surgery when you can contour? Really, it makes such a difference. I contour my nose, like my nose. I get kind of lazy sometimes to contour, but I always contour, you know, when I'm going to a special event and I do like a flawless foundation routine, then I contour. But always when I record videos for you guys, I contour because it looks nicer. So my nose looks very dark right now, and now we're going to highlight with concealer first. Okay, there's a difference between highlighting with the concealer and the actual highlighter. So after I contour, I'm going to conceal my face. What I'll be using today is this NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer that I'm loving. And it's important that the concealer is one shade lighter than your skin tone to make it stand out. For the bridge of my nose, I'm actually going to use this creamy one, this pasty one actually, from the Balm. It's the Time Balm. And with a small concealer brush, synthetic brush actually, I'm going to do a line right on the bridge of my nose, like that. The contour line will be just here. It will be like a thin line to contour, and I will conceal the rest of the nose so that this whole area is not, you know, dark. So it works for me, it works better for me, and it makes it look better when I do it this way. Then I'm gonna come back with the blending brush and blend this more. And you have a contoured nose. Now I'm gonna conceal under the eye. And I'm gonna bring the concealer all the way out close to my hairline. And I like to conceal, like do a triangle here, kind of like Kim Kardashian style, to highlight this whole area, and then the contour is just here. And now after I conceal, I'm gonna apply blush, okay? It just works better for me. I think it looks nicer this way. Contour, conceal, and then blush, okay? I'm going to use Peaches by MAC, which is this nice peachy blush. And I'm gonna apply it with a medium size brush. This is F10 from Sigma. And I'm gonna concentrate the color on the apples of my cheeks. Okay, so you applied blush, and now it's time for highlighter, my favorite part. What I like to use is two products to make a perfect highlight, but you don't have to. You can use either or. First, the Moonbeam by Benefit, which is a liquid highlighter. And I use this as a base for my powder highlighter. And my favorite one is Soft and Gentle from MAC. If you use just this one, it's gonna be gorgeous, but when I use both of them, it just gives me a nicer effect. So like when I want a flawless look, I use both of them. So where to apply highlighter? I always apply it on my cheekbones, on the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on top of my lips. Again, everything that you highlight, it's gonna stand out more, okay? So I make 4 dots there, a little bit on top of my nose, and on the top of my lips. With my 2 fingers, I'm going to blend it, and then you apply your powder highlighter. And the brush that I like to use is the F35 tapered highlighter brush from Sigma. And I'll just apply this on top of our base. And this is what's gonna make you look glamorous. And after you highlight, usually you lose a little bit of the blush color. Always come back and touch up the blush after I highlight. All right, and we're done. This is how I contour and highlight my face. It's very easy, very, very easy, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it. Okay? Really hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to rate and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Stay beautiful. Mwah. Bye.